If you understand form, it's magic. It's literally seeing the matrix of drawing. So form wrapping, what does that essentially mean? Well, it means that we're going to take something as simple as a cylinder in this case, but what we're going to do is we're going to wrap maybe a more complicated form on top of it. And maybe even on the other side, we do the exact same thing. And again, you see, we have to like think about how these things wrap around each other. But this is incredibly useful and an incredibly useful technique and skill when you look at something, let's say as seemingly complex as armor, as what I have right here. What you're actually doing is you're no longer looking at the complexity of the armor. What you're actually doing is seeing like, okay, this armor is actually wrapped around a simple form. And the shoulder pads are literally just wrapping around that thing in space. And so for me, then it becomes a lot easier just to understand the three-dimensionality of that form. Because I'm no longer really treating it like a real-life object. I'm just treating it as something wrapping around something else. I'm no longer looking at the complexity of the form. I'm just looking at where is it actually wrapping around. And then when you go a step further, let's say for the chest plate, for instance, that chest plate isn't really wrapping around a cylinder. It's wrapping around a manipulated cylinder. So it's wrapping around a cylinder that is a bit inflated on both ends. And then that shoulder guard is sort of wrapping around it. Again, I'm not thinking about, if I had to draw this just out of my head without understanding this principle, I would have a very hard time because I need to think about all of these complex moving parts constantly in space and keep them accurate. But here I'm like, oh, I just have to follow this imaginary simple object and I'm just literally wrapping that thing around it.